Imagine a world where the mighty US dollar isn't the only king of global finance. Enter China, the world's second-largest economy, quietly weaving its currency, the yuan, into the fabric of international trade and investment. As of November 15, 2025, the yuan's global footprint is expanding faster than ever, driven by smart strategies that bypass dollar dominance without fanfare. In this video, we'll unpack 10 key ways China is internationalizing the yuan. From trade settlements to digital innovations, these moves could reshape global money flows. Stick around to see how this silent revolution is unfolding and what it means for your wallet. Let's dive in. First up, China is boosting yuan use in everyday trade deals. Picture this, out of China's massive 43.8 trillion yuan in exports and imports last year, nearly 30% now settles in yuan, up from just 20% in 2022. That's a huge leap, covering everything from electronics to soybeans. Why does this matter? It cuts out dollar conversion fees and risks for Chinese firms and their partners. Exporters in Brazil or Indonesia can now invoice directly in yuan, locking in stable payments. Beijing encourages this through tax breaks and streamlined approvals. As trade partners warm to it, the yuan becomes a natural choice, quietly eroding the dollar's grip on global commerce. This steady push is turning trade into the yuan's strongest beachhead. Point 2. Enter the Cross-Border Interbank Payment System, or CIPS, China's answer to the dollar-dominated SWIFT network. Launched in 2013, it's exploding now. By May 2025, CIPS boasts 174 direct participants and 1,509 indirect ones, linking over 4,900 banks in 187 countries. In 2024 alone, cross-border yuan payments hit 64.1 trillion yuan, surging 22.5% year-over-year. This infrastructure lets banks settle deals in yuan 24/7, slashing costs and delays. Recent joins from banks in Africa, the Middle East, and Singapore show its global pull. By building this parallel system, China ensures yuan flows freely, fostering trust without relying on Western tech. Third, currency swaps are China's diplomatic currency weapon. The People's Bank of China has inked deals with more than 50 nations, totaling over 4 trillion yuan in lines. Think Russia, Iran, Argentina, and Pakistan. Partners dodging US sanctions by swapping local cash for yuan directly. These swaps provide instant liquidity for trade, like Russia's gas exports settled in yuan at discounted rates amid the Ukraine conflict. In 2025, new pacts with Central Asian banks expanded this web. It's quiet genius. No dollars needed, just mutual back-scratching. This builds a yuan safety net for emerging markets, pulling them into China's orbit and stabilizing the yuan's value worldwide. Number 4. Bonds are blooming in yuan colors. Panda bonds, yuan-denominated debt sold in mainland China to foreigners, reached 109 issuances worth 194.8 billion yuan by 2024, more than tripling from 2020. Offshore yuan bonds, 729.3 billion issued, with outstanding debt at 1,466.62 billion. Countries like Kenya and Indonesia are swapping dollar debts for cheaper yuan ones, saving 200 to 300 basis points in interest. In October 2025, the PBOC's report urged more such issuances. This floods markets with yuan liquidity, making it a go-to for funding, and quietly internationalizes China's bond market as investors from Europe to Asia pile in. Fifth, the Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, is yuan's highway to the world. China's $1 trillion in outward loans via BRI, much now in yuan, with external holdings quadrupling to $480 billion in 5 years. Projects from African ports to Pakistani highways get funded in yuan, locking partners into long-term yuan use. In 2025, sustainable BRI bonds in Macau raised billions, blending green finance with currency push. This isn't flashy aid, it's strategic. Borrowers repay in yuan, boosting demand and ties. As BRI spans 150-plus countries, it seeds yuan habits, turning infrastructure into a quiet engine for internationalization. Point 6. The digital yuan, or ECNY, is the future forward play. Piloted since 2020, it's now testing with over 20 countries through bilateral trials in the Bridge project. This central bank digital currency streamlines payments, cutting out middlemen and dollar rails. By mid-2025, ECNY handled cross-border remittances up 14.7% in RCEP nations. Imagine instant low-cost transfers for Hong Kong shoppers or Malaysian exporters. No Forex hassles. Beijing's expanding pilots reduce sanction risks and track flows tightly. As digital money globalizes, the yuan skips legacy systems, positioning China as a fintech leader in quiet revolution. 7th, offshore clearing centers are yuan's global outposts. Hubs in Hong Kong, Singapore, London, and Frankfurt process trillions in yuan trades. Hong Kong alone handles 36.7% of mainland flows, with 24-hour clearing since 2024. In 2025, new centers in Serbia, Mauritius, and Cambodia joined, plus Frankfurt's first offshore yuan sustainability bonds worth $2.5 billion. These hubs boost liquidity. Offshore remittances rose 5.5% last year. By embedding yuan infrastructure abroad, China makes it easy for locals to trade and hold yuan, fostering organic growth without fanfare. 8th, energy deals are fueling the yuan fire. Russia sells oil and gas in yuan at discounts, with state firms negotiating higher yuan ratios post-Ukraine war. Broader commodities, yuan's share in global trade finance hit 5.8% last year, overtaking the euro. In 2025, Kazakhstan's Yuan-Kazakh tenge swaps topped 122.2 billion yuan, up 79.5%. This hedges against dollar volatility for OPEC plus pals, as China imports 70% of its oil. Insisting on yuan payments creates dependency. It's a stealth shift. Commodities, the lifeblood of trade, now pulse with yuan, quietly challenging petrodollar supremacy. 9th, the yuan's vaulting into central bank vaults. Its slice of global reserves, 2.4% in Q2 of 2025, the highest ever per the IMF. That's up from 2.2% in 2024, ranking 7th worldwide. SWIFT data shows yuan at 4.2% of payments and 5% of Forex trades. Why the climb? Stable value, low volatility, down to 4.21% against the dollar. As BRICS nations diversify from dollars, they stockpile yuan. This reserve status signals trust, encouraging more holdings and use in a virtuous cycle of quiet ascent. Finally, point 10. The PBOC is luring foreigners to borrow in yuan. In its October 30th, 2025 report, it pledged backing for yuan loans, bonds, and trade finance abroad. Cheap rates, 200 to 300 basis points below dollars, draw issuers like BASF's $2 billion Panda bond. Overseas firms use yuan for China-linked deals, with 78.4% citing liquidity needs. This creates demand. Borrowers hold yuan assets, spurring markets. As global investments grow, per recent SCMP analysis, this eases cross-border flows. It's the ultimate quiet hack. Make yuan borrowing irresistible, and internationalization follows naturally. There you have it, 10 subtle strategies propelling the yuan's global rise as of November 15th, 2025. From CIPS networks to digital pilots, China's not shouting. It's building a parallel financial world that could dent dollar dominance and empower the global south. What does this mean for you? Cheaper trade, diversified risks, but watch for US pushback like tariffs. The yuan's journey is just heating up. Will it rival the dollar by 2030? If this sparked your interest, hit like, subscribe for more GeoEcon breakdowns, and drop a comment. Is the Yuan the next big currency? Thanks for watching. See you next time.